All right, so let me walk you through how to add a contact form to your website. So in order to add a contact form, the only thing I need for you is to go to the dashboard, okay? Go to the WordPress dashboard. Then over here, I want you to go to plugins, click on installed plugins, and then click on contact form 7 settings. And then I have a code for you that you will find in the resources of this lecture, okay? So you just copy this code. You'll find it in the resources, copy it, and go ahead and click add a new form. We're going to add a new form from scratch. And then I want you to remove this code, add your new code, and give your form a name. So I'm going to name it form 2. And then now that you have the code, click on save. Now that the code is saved, copy this contact form ID or contact form code. Just copy, and then I want you to open up a new window and go ahead, click edit with Elementor, and then scroll down. Over here, we have this section that we don't really need. So add a new section by clicking the plus button, click over here again. Then, for this section, I'm going to add 3 columns, and I'll tell you why later. And I want you to remove this other section that we don't need. And for this specific column over here, I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller, right? So I'll push it to the side. Now I can click on the column itself and go and make it 15. And then I'm going to take the other column as well. I'm going to go to it, make it 15 as well. And so the other one is automatically 70. So I'm going to click here. And I want you to go and find a heading. So go get a heading, place it here in the middle. And then go over here, look for short code. Drag and drop it as well, and then place it here inside. Then paste your short code. You have a form now, which is pretty good. Now take this, click, center it, and then I want you to write this very same text that I'm just going to copy and paste from my other website. So when it comes to you, just copy paste it exactly as it is over here. Join our newsletter and get the latest news. I'm going to go to style this. So I'm going to go to style, typography. I'm going to transform this into capitalize. And of course, we can make this bigger by making it, let's say 40. Let's try 40. 40 is too much. So let me just go, for example, with 32. I think 32 is good. And so right now I can click on the entire section, go to advanced, and let me add some padding over here. So 50 padding would do. And I want you to click on the section again, go to style. And right now what I want to do, I want to add an image for my section. So I'm going to click create a new design with an image of 1088 by 512 pixels in size. And I'm going to go for something about contact, but I want it to stay blue, right? To be relevant to the color of the website. So we want everything to kind of rhyme with each other because that's what web design is all about. You don't want to create a website that looks different from section to section. You want to keep the same design. All right, so over here, I'm going to go and look for, let's say, contact. Okay, now let me go to photos here. Now there are plenty of photos. I think this one is good, so I'm going to click on it because it still has that blue color in it. So I prefer to use this. From first glance, I think this will do well. I'm going to set it up as my background image. Of course, here I'm going to name contact image hero, and I'm going to download that. So I'm just going to download it like this, and I'm going to go here to Canva. Not Canva, sorry. Actually, I'm going to go to Elementor. Coming in here, and make sure that you click here on style. Make sure that this section is selected. Go to classic, click on image, upload files, and select your image. Right now I have my image, and I'll just wait for it until it loads. Click on insert, and then of course we have a little bit of editing to do here. So I'm going to go to the image size, make it full, position center, attachment, keep it by default, repeat, no repeat, and display size I want it to cover. And of course I'm going to take this, but first of all here I'm going to add a little bit of a background overlay, and I want to make the overlay blue. So I'm going to click here and select the color. Let me go here to blue. Let's go for a kind of bluish color, kind of like this. like this. Let me go for a more nuanced color. This one will do. And let me go over here, click on this heading. I'm going to go to style and change the color of the text from black to white. And there you go. You have your contact form. It looks pretty impressive to me. So you can click this here to hide the panel, and you can see how this looks like, right? So I can pretty much feel that this is pretty good. Now, only thing that's not really cool here is that we need to add a separator. So let me go here to the first section. I'm going to go to style here, scroll down, click on shape divider. Now here at the bottom, click on the zigzags. Let me try to find, now zigzag won't do well. Tilt opacity, on the other hand, will do well. So this will add a separator, and we can manipulate the height, maybe make it just a little bit smaller, 20, for instance, or 25. And so I think this is pretty good. So update, now we have a separator between both sections. And at the same time, the sections come across as pretty good. Make sure that you get the code, right? You will find it attached in the resources. Use that code and you will have a very amazing looking form that looks just like this. Right, so see you in the next lecture where we're going to go ahead to the bottom here. And we're going to start off by some of the hard work. So we're going to start working on our blog right away.